Good morning, everyone. You join us for this match between India and Bangladesh. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle. And it's pretty apparent, even before you take a proper look, that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Nice information there from David Gower. Two captains are in the middle. Let's join them for the coin toss.
I'm not entirely sure about this decision. Hopefully the captain knows what they're doing and can explain it to the team. But I wouldn't want to be bowling first on this wicket.
Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
A pretty harsh call first ball, I'd have said. It wasn't that wide.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
And with that, they're off the mark.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait there. Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Edged it. Big shout. Good catch. Out.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
End of the over. 8 off it. India are 1 for 8. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield. into the gap. Nice shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Gill is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Waiting. Up.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Wait on.
Super shot.
Full and good night. Just leant on that. Didn't have to do much and got 4.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Wait on.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
14 runs added there. India are 1 for 41. Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Keeper. Yep.
Thick edge.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Great shot.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Wait on.
Massive chance.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive, could have been worth more.
10 runs added there. India are 1 for 51. Going with spin now. Beaten on the drive.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Misses everything.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Yep. No!
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Waiting. Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
India get through it. Another over, only one from it.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yep.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up. Great work from these two, really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable. 50 comes up between these two. They're starting to form a really strong partnership.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough to get on it for 4.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Well placed. Should get a single.
They've made it home, but there should never have been the chance of the run out in the first place.
Over. India are 1 for 64. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Wait on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
Finds the edge.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
5 runs added in the over. India are 1 for 69. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Misjudged that. He takes a hit on the body.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Waiting. Yep.
They'd look for a couple here. A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Precision, past the umpire and not likely to get cut off.
Oh, one error followed by another. A horrible call and a horrible throw to the wrong end. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though and stuck with 3.
Yep.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
That's the over. India are 1 for 93. Wow, that's missed the lot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Yep.
Big edge. End of the over, 7 off it. India are 1 for 100. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep. No!
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Decisive running might have got them 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Timed that brilliantly.
And that brings up the half-century for this batsman.
That's a really good half-century. Started well and has continued to up the scoring rate.
Brilliant shot, that.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder. There's trouble here.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up and guided nicely down towards third. That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bit of miscommunication there. They got back in the end, so no harm done. It would have been a high-risk second.
Yep. Go!
Off the body, and they scamper through for a run.
Catch it.
Yep.
Good return back from the deep. Nicer slow delivery, straight past the bat. Beauty of a ball.
7 runs added there. India are 1 for 122.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
Go! Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Could be close.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.